sorry about all the delays and waits. I do have my new Gigabyte motherboard. The other one lasted as long as it could. Usually they come in dead on arrival. I can't do anything much about that. Hardware does that. I've had video cards do that. Even memory sticks do that. Even the chips do that. So um, there is a lot going on at the park. Possibly come to the park. Uh, we'll get into that right now. So here is the new Six Flags website, as you can see right here. Uh, they have removed um, Six Flags America. They have not taken off California's Great America just yet. They've added some nice little details and everything. But what caught my eyes, I know it's copy and paste, but it just does not seem. You can sit here and scroll over. Texas is one of my closest home parks. Hurricane Harbor, Oklahoma City, and of course Frontier City. And you click on it, and you go to. It takes you directly to the daily ticket, which they have not started yet. They put the original Frontier City logo on up here, which is finally nice. You click on it. Of course, the daily tickets is not available yet. Directions to the park, but right here is where I'm kind of thrown off. Thrill capital of Oklahoma. Well, it's the only park in Oklahoma, only theme park in Oklahoma. Frontier City is the ultimate destination for thrilling rides and attractions, including Wild West Waterworks water park. We are not an ultimate destination. Never have been. Maybe for locals, but not an ultimate destination unless they're doing something that somebody else does that we're not knowing about. Then right down here it says thrill rides. Looking for thrills? Well, you found them. In fact, you found some of the fastest, tallest, wildest, most gut-wrenching rides in the country. Not in the state, but in the country, including a few record breakers. So that's something that I'm I'm being confused on. Maybe they've got something planned and hasn't been added yet. So if you haven't already found out, Six Flags released their quarterly earnings, their third quarterly earnings, uh, 2 days ago or yesterday. Uh, of course, I'm not going to get too heavily involved in that because that's not what this video is about. They, I guess they lost money. It, I know for a fact it's not 100% Frontier City or Darien Lake. It's probably every park in the chain, and like I said, I don't want to get too heavy involved in all their profit earnings and EBITDA and all that stuff. That could be for uh, another video at another time. Of course, uh, CEO Richard Zimmerman. I think this was his last earnings call as the CEO. They're still looking for one if they haven't already gotten a new CEO. Um, let's see. Travis Kalise, receiver of the Kansas City Chiefs, uh, shows right here, uh, has acquired significant stake in Six Flags. We have been in active conversations with this group regarding our mutual goal of enhancing shareholder value. As part of the efforts, Six Flags has engaged with Kalisa's team to work together on a broader branding relationship, capitalizing on Kalisa's long history with our parks and his desire to help renew, enhance, and with the fun and enhancement he has enjoyed with us for future generations. When he did that, uh, he brought up bringing uh, bringing in a lot of family thrill rides. Uh, Instead of all these $40 million individual rides that these parks probably don't need anymore. He said because families draw in more than one or two individuals coming in just to ride one ride and try and eat. When a family of four, whatever he said, when a family of four or more uh, can drive up the attendance at each one of these parks. Sorry, my dog's going nuts. She just liked to bark. Um, um, there is a chance that we do receive something from starting next year. That is from Six Flags America because of it, the closure of it. They're I think they're still standing. I'm trying to read it. I'm trying to find out where it's at. They're still standing and they're not operating all the rides. Uh, like I said, I'm still saying that the Skyscraper, Wonder Woman's Lasso of Truth, Harley Quinn, and probably maybe a couple more. I don't know. Now, are they closing it because of the up and coming Olympics? No, that's actually not even true. They closed it because they closed it down because of uh, the property value up there is extremely high, and they get more money off that property than they can the park itself and adding more rides. That's it's sad, but that's what it is. Um, they did not talk about the Olympics. We'll get to that in just a minute. They didn't talk about the Olympics. I scrolled through it to see what all they were talking about, but there wasn't anything about the Olympics themselves. They were just talking about underperforming parks, bring them up, try see if they can't bring them up, and the overperforming parks stay as is. All right, so now if you uh, go to la28.org for the Olympics, it doesn't directly take you to the images. You you have to go down here to the bottom where it shows uh, the 1,000 days until the 2028 Olympic Games festivities in Oklahoma City. You can of course click on it. And it brings it up to, of course, LA is the main host city of them, and Oklahoma City is now officially the second host city of the 2028 Olympics. That's been confirmed by uh, um, what's his name, Casey Casey Wasserman, and the International Olympic Committee. It's the first time it's ever been done. Two two host cities in one country that'll host the games. Sure, it's um, the games for Los Angeles, but a lot of people have to understand that uh, these are no build Olympics. That means they don't have to build those facilities. We don't have to build them. Why? Because other countries got into a lot of trouble for building them. They stood after the Olympics were over. Rio de Janeiro was the biggest one. They spent all that money, and now they're just setting and decaying and whatnot. You don't want to do that. They got in a lot of trouble for that. Uh, you can you can you can scroll if you want to read it all. Uh, the canoe slalom, which is uh, bigger than I thought it was going to be, and of course the softball, which is the second largest. No, I'm sorry, the largest softball stadium on earth by 2.5 times. Uh, Mayor Holt explained to everyone that Uh, if you look at the map, Oklahoma is surrounded by 6 states. That's with the state of Oklahoma, a total of 55 million people. Now, why does that matter? Not sure, probably not all 55 million people are going to go to the Olympics here, but this brings us back to Lance over at Screamscape. He gave me the understanding of how that's going to work now. Seeing how we are 900 and what 78 days, not this one. It's like 978 days. That's less than 3 years away. Uh, he and I were thinking that it's probably going to be the next 3 years. They're going to have to install rides, and in order to draw off of that Olympics that are here in Oklahoma. Now, what types we still don't know. But if you want to, you can scroll all the way down. You can see Nadia Comaneci and Bart Connor, who live in Oklahoma and out in Los Angeles. They have the opportunity as of right now to one either bring those rides in from Six Flags America, get them installed, get them up and running. Because our maintenance crew is pretty good at getting rides up and running. I mean, it took them a while to get Diamondback up and running, but they had to wait on parts. Uh, there is uh, um, plenty of room out in the undeveloped land, which everybody's some people are confused over in my group of where the 60 acres of undeveloped land is, uh, and I will show you here in just a minute where it's actually located. But that's that's what Lance uh, over at Screamscape explained to me again after he saw the screenshot of what I sent to him and probably a couple other people sent to him. It showed, it asked your basic questions. Do you want to see more food options? Do you want to see more landscaping options? I think. I'm not for sure about that. And, or would you like to see more rides? The rides is in plural form, extra rides. Uh, on my half, I put rides. I mean, that's the first and foremost that I did. So it's kind of up in the air which rides we're going to get now because there's just no way that they're going to send out a survey like that to Frontier City for no apparent reason because they didn't send one to Darien Lake. They didn't send one to Michigan's Adventure. They didn't send one to a couple of the other ones. Matter of fact, several of the other ones. And that's where everybody's saying, why would they send one to Frontier City and not to these other ones? Well, here's your answer right here is the Olympics. So now comes the biggest question of which rides. Now, I've showed this several times. Ride of Steel. Here is the uh, layout of where the 60 acres of undeveloped land is. It's on the other side of Wildcat. Uh, if they do decide to go ahead and bring it here, which they have not mentioned yet, uh, that all that land is flat. It's been it's probably not 100% cleaned out. I don't know because you can't get inside there. They've done a lot of upgrading to just about everywhere you can think of in the park, kitchen sinks and tile, and even redid the front entrance pathway uh, that ripped all that up. Um, when the company sent out these surveys, it made zero sense to me when they sent them out. It was during Fright Fest. Now, naturally, I would think that you would send them out during the middle of the summertime to bring up the attendance. Well, it brought up our attendance at Frontier City drastically. They, I don't know who all got them. I don't know how many of us received these surveys, but when they sent them out, uh, uh, I put them on the in the group, and they were thrown for a loop as to, well, why didn't so and so park get it? How come we didn't get it? We're a bigger market than you. We didn't get one. We're a bigger park than you. Why didn't we get one? So on and so forth. Uh, my guess is, like I said, it's getting ready for the Olympics. That's the only thing that we're all coming up with. Because, like I said, there are 978 days left, and they're running out of time. So we'll have to wait and see. Uh, Again, I'm going to continue to show Superman Ride of Steel. Yes, it'll fit. It's a massive track layout. It's a perfect fit over there. Uh, it'll have to be probably laid out like it was up in like it is. I'm sorry, like it is up in Maryland. Uh, you don't have to dig down. You don't have to dig up. You don't have to do this because it's all flat. Because that's all it needs is flat land. Um, I know there was something else I wanted to talk about. I, I think I'll talk about it here in just a second. So S&S has got a new coaster coming out, layout that is. It's called the S&S Rail Rider. They've already got one testing up there in Utah at their main facility. Um, you can see, I guess you can see it over on uh, their Facebook group or the Facebook page. Um, they this this can be themed to a Western style runaway mine train type. It's got the correct layout. It's a family style ride. It uh, can either fit. It can well. It'd have to fit over in the undeveloped land. I don't think they'd want to take out the amphitheater area. This can fit unless they're going to use the Nightmare Mine building, which I don't know if they're going to do that because they like to use that for Fright Fest only. Unless with excuse me with all the upgrade they've done to the building itself with electrical outlets and power lines going around it, that could be it. I still don't know. But this layout is um, uh, it's a perfect fit for what this park obviously uh, cherishes the most is families. And I think that's what all the theme parks are trying to do is go to the family sections and draw in more of the families. This would draw in a lot of families around the region anyway, in the states in the first place, because that's where everybody's complaining about is uh, why we'll go to the park if they add more rides. Until then, people said they're not going to because they haven't added any rides. Well, I can't blame them because I don't go as much as I used to because it they haven't added anything other than the last time they added anything was Timbertown and that was 2019, and of course they rebranded and rethemed Whitewater Bay to Hurricane Harbor in 2020. Uh, but with that said, that's what this park needs probably the most is a new coaster. Uh, we've got a lot of family rides anyway, thrill rides on top of that. We just don't have enough coasters. Uh, this rail rider would be a perfect fit for the park. Let's see. With that said, I'm going to end this very long video, and thanks for your subscriptions. Thanks for subscribing. Hope you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Uh, Thanks for being patient with me on my new system, and I'm gonna go enjoy some World of Warcraft for the first time, and we'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.